Hello everyone, welcome to round one of the Adrenaline GT3 Championship. My name is Isaac. It's just me this week. Chris couldn't be here this week, but hopefully we'll be back swinging next week with the two of us. Just me this week, but we have a cracker of a race for you. It is round one. We're kicking it all off today. I am so excited. It's going to be a good one here at Daytona. It's sure to be an absolute cracker of a race. We're going to run you through the grid order first of all. So starting from pole, we have Jay Walbutton in the 911 RSR with a time of 1:43.9. So a lot of pace in that Porsche today. Ibn Hamza starting second with a 1:44.1, so 2/10 back on him. Justin L, the man who dominated the pre-season runs for the warm-ups for the Adrenaline GT3 Championship, starting third in this one. Jay Green coming out of fourth. You got to be joking in fifth. K-Dot in sixth. Street Style in seventh. Pup Down in eighth. Wrestler in ninth. Smashing Apex coming out of 10th. Slippy 11th. RBS GT 7th. 12th. OGR Toolshed coming up from Lobby B into Lobby A for this first official round, starting 13th. BVL Flash in 14th. L Sandwich after off the back of a great drive last week, coming all the way down the grid to 4th. Can you replicate that today, coming out of 15th? And BVL Cyclone in 16th. We're going to have a look, a bit of a new feature this week. We're going to have a look at the track map and the track statistics now. So it is 5.3 kilometers in length for the Americans here. That's 3.56 miles just for the American units. We've got 12 turns, 16 laps around here. So 12 turns, 16 laps, 5.3 kilometers of racing. It's going to be quite action-packed, and those action-packed zones to look for are the International Horseshoe. So turn 3, going to be a lot of overtaking there, especially if you get a good run out of turn 1, so watch out there. Turn 5 as well is going to be another, essentially a long right-hander. It's going to be another great overtaking opportunity, and the bus stop, that is where a lot of the action will take place. I'm predicting it's going to be quite action-packed down there. Not really a place where you can go too wide, so if you're side by side coming to that bus stop, you're going to have to try and yield if you're the car that's behind. So it's going to be quite interesting to watch that unfold. So it's going to be a good race. It's set to be a cracker. Let's jump into it now with Jay Walbutton on the pole. Alright, here we go then. Getting ready to go now. Coming towards the start line. That is 3 lights, and we are away, and everybody immediately moving to that bottom line. Apologies for that. Everyone immediately moving to that bottom line. You want to cover down the inside here, coming into turn 1, and Street Style, and he's going to try and do that. Try and cover off Pubby. Looks down the inside of K-Dot as well. There's going to be a little bit of contact here between the three of them, but they get through it cleanly. K-Dot holding on to 6 for now. We're going to have a look. Is anyone making a move? That is Smashing Apex looking up the inside in a Lexus. So he's moved to the Lexus for the championship. A last minute car change for him, but looking really nice, that Lexus RFS, I believe it is. So it's fairly clean so far. Everyone's sort of getting away well. Everyone just wants to stay consistent and keep the car on the track. So this battle for the top 10 is going to be something to watch. Now, I should point out as well, it is a mandatory hard tyre race. So everyone has to use the hard tyres at some stage in this race, and only 3 cars elected to start on the hard tyres. So Jay Green, who started 4th, was the only one of the top runners to get on the hard tyre, and OGR Toolshed and L Sandwich are the only 2 other people on the hard tyre at the start of this race. So a tank of fuel on the soft tyre will get you about 13 laps with no fuel saving. Probably could get all the way to the end if you did a fair bit of fuel saving. But 13 laps is that happy medium number to get you, if you go all out, to get you into the pits. You can get away with 13 laps, and the soft tyres will hold up that long. So it's going to be interesting to see who stays out on those hard tyres. How long do these hard tyre runners stay out? Do they come in early and move to the soft tyre? But we're going to find out. And everyone's fairly clean so far. Jay Green holding on to 4th in that Porsche, but everyone's very bunched up. Jay Warburton and Justin L. Justin L looking for the lead, obviously qualified 4th, down the order from where he usually is. Jay Green in the Ford GT, another car we don't see a lot of in, well, I think he might be the only Ford GT runner in this championship. But it's a very distinct car, stands out a lot, so we're going to have a look at it now. Here it is, as we pick him up coming through turn 5. But you've got to be joking right behind him. Feel a bit lonely this week without my co-commentator here to chat with, but we'll wish him all the best and hope that he's back next week. So, Jokin, he's gonna try and get up the inside here, but Jay Green moves down. As I said earlier, you've got to cover that yellow line. The closer you can stick to that in the banked corners, the better it's going to be to protect yourself for a move into the braking zones of the next few corners. But here we go, Jokin looking for a run in the slipstream. Down into the bus stop. Will he go for a move? No, he's going to stick behind. As I said earlier as well, the bus stop, not a place you probably want to try and go too wide. And that's a 1 second penalty for Jay Green. He has cut the corner. So, track limits violation for him. That's a 1 second slowdown penalty that he's going to get. So he's going to have to burn the penalty on the outside. So as close to the wall as he can get. He has to burn the penalty off the racing line. There he goes, he burns the penalty, and he's going to lose all those positions now, and he may get dragged into this battle with Apex and Wrestler behind. They're going to have a look as we come down into turn 1, and they're going to go side by side, Wrestler and Green. Obviously, Wrestler on the soft tyres compared to Green on the hards. Probably is a little bit of a pace difference there, though. And we're going to have a look. Smashing Apex now is being invited to have a look around the outside of Wrestler. Nothing doing there. So, fairly clean racing so far. It's great to see that we're all sitting very cleanly. Everyone's getting along so far, you could say. I'm just checking with our front runners now. So, Ivan Hamza just sitting behind, waiting for these two in front of him. Maybe to make a little mistake. You know, it's early on, 3 laps into this race. Nothing too crazy happening yet. You don't want to do anything too ridiculous early on. You don't want to do anything that's going to get you in trouble. You don't want to do anything that's going to, let's say, put you down the order. Remember, we are running penalties now that the series has started. So contact can be referred to the stewards and can result in a race penalty if you're not careful. So you've got to be joking, having a look right behind Hamza here. So he's going to try and get a good run out of the bus stop, and that's important. So a good run out of the bus stop will be important, especially on the last lap. If you are right behind another car and you can get a better run out of the bus stop, it's going to set you up to try and go around the outside or up the inside here. As we're looking at Jokin, he's going to look up the inside. He's going to get dragged with the slipstream with Justin L. Hamza's also getting the slipstream, so Justin L's going to get dragged into this now, and it's going to be 3 cars vying for position. Jokin backs out of it, and Hamza's going to get Justin L. So there is a position change there. A wonderful move from Hamza. Was under threat from Jokin, and all of a sudden he's in front of Justin L, pulling himself up into 2nd place, and now looking at the back of Warburton and looking to get past him. So beautiful racing from these guys. So it's getting fairly competitive at the front. Everyone's sort of staying close, but it seems that these top 4 are sort of spreading out to their own little pack now. K-Dot not too far behind, and Pup as well. So Pup, also point out, Pup up to 6th in this one. So pretty good from him so far. Great to see him moving up places. Obviously qualified 8th. Jay Green obviously down 4 spots from where he started, but there was that 1 second slowdown penalty he got before exceeding track limits. So everyone's sort of spread out now. Look at this beautiful Ford Mustang. Look how wonderfully it is presented. This has got to be joking. And it is absolutely wonderful. One of, I believe it's 2 Ford Mustangs in this Lobby A field. And here we go. They're going to have a look side by side into the bus stop. As we said, that won't work. And Justin L just backs out of it, lets him go. Bide his time here. Justin L doesn't want to do anything too drastic. Now he's got K-Dot right behind him. So as I said, K-Dot, he's just waiting a little bit of... little mistake or just a little bit of speed wash from someone will drag him right back into it. It's going to drag Pup into this as well. So they're going to have a little battle coming down into turn 1. So K-Dot and Justin L side by side. Now Pup and K-Dot side by side. Pup pushing Justin L. Says, hurry up, move on. I want to get past this guy. And look at the brake glow into turn 1. Doesn't it look good? Night racing around Daytona. How wonderful is that? This was a last-minute decision that was made by the admins to change it to a night race, and I think it's just a wonderful spectacle to get our season underway. Night racing is always makes for a great visual. And now Justin L, there we go. He's broken away a little bit from Pup, who's got up the inside of K-Dot. So change of position there, and now Justin L looking at the back of You Gotta Be Joking yet again. And now Street Style and the other Mustang is getting dragged into this as well. So K-Dot under pressure. Maybe overcooked his tyres a little bit coming into turn 1, coming out of that bus stop as well. So Street Style, who was sitting just sort of behind these guys and had a little bit of a gap to the guys behind him, is now closed that back up and put himself in this fight as well. So a big train of drafting going on. Look at that draft train. Slippy there all on his own. I would like to point out he's done very well. He started 11th and he's up to 8th, so it's a great start from him. That means Jay Green continues to fall down the order. He's now 14th, so we're going to have to actually find out what happened there, because that doesn't seem right. So we're going to find out what happened for there, so stand by as we get some information on that. Smashing Apex in 15th. So maybe contact between those two, because they were close together. So we'll look into that. But unless he stops, he may have stopped. Did he stop? Let's find out. He did stop. So Toolshed, Smashing Apex, and Jay Green have all stopped. So that's interesting for Apex, because from memory, he started on the soft tyres, so he's gone to the hards early on, which is fascinating. An interesting strategy call. We'll have to see how that one plays out. But that means that Jay Green has pitted, is now on the soft tyres, and can run to the end. So it's going to make for an interesting battle. Where will he pop out in relation to these guys? Remember, he started 4th, was down to 8th, and clear air and soft tyres, not probably as powerful as the draft will be, but those soft tyres will make him faster in this road course section than those who are on hard tyres in this pack. So Hamza leads from Jay Waltman. That is a change for the lead. So Hamza in, I don't believe he didn't do any of the warm-up rounds. So his first actual racing rounds around here, which is really good to see him getting involved in this very nice Corvette, one of 2 Corvettes in the field. The other Corvette currently sitting in 5th with CJ as pup. Here we go, and the Justin L has gone back to 6th, so we're going to find out what happened there as well, because I'm not entirely sure what's happened with that one. So we'll find out what's happened. A bit happening now, a bit that I am missing, obviously. So we'll find out. Obviously, you know, doing this all by myself, it's hard to keep up, but we will endeavour to keep you up to date with what is going on. So hopefully they can stabilise a little bit now. These guys very close together. Jay Walbutton pulls to the outside. You Gotta Be Joking and K-Dot. So K-Dot gives You Gotta Be Joking a bump, and now they're going to look to go side by side as well. Into turn 1, You Gotta Be Joking looks up the inside of Walbutton. And they're all, it's very close pack racing here. It's hard to call. It's hard to know with these angles sometimes what exactly is happening. But Joking, there you go. You Got to Be Joking is past Jay Walbutton for 2nd place. So the pole sitter down to the last of the podium places. This is great for Hamza, who can just run away with this. He's sort of pulling a little bit of a gap now, as you can see. Not a huge gap. Joking obviously got pace in that Mustang. And Walbutton don't know. Will he just try and sit behind, or will he try and go to take that place back? They don't want to battle too hard, because remember, they have got, as K-Dot tries to move up, that's Pup going up the inside of K-Dot. Oh, he already had that position. I think K-Dot tried to have a look up the inside of him. But as I said, these guys don't want to fight too hard. They do have a whole race to do. And they have got, remember, Jay Green, who's already pitted, as they all get a bit pushy, just bump drafting each other. They do have an angry Jay Green looking to make up places already on those soft tyres. So where will he come out in comparison to these guys who are on slightly more used softs and still have to stop? Probably not take on as much fuel though, so it'd be interesting to find out. But Jokin and Hamza pulling away now, forming a bit of a gap between these guys behind. So the battle for the podium place now seems to be forming. They close up in the braking zone quite a lot. It goes quite deep there, wall button. Might open the door for Pup. No, holds the position. But that is, who's that side by side? That is K-Dot and Justin L. And they're going to have a little bit of a look here. And K-Dot goes back up the inside of Justin L to take that place back off him. But they're going to go side by side again on the exit of this one. So here we go. Two of the fastest guys in this. Our pre-season race winner and one of our admins, K-Dot, battling side by side. There's a bit of contact there. A little bit of contact there for Justin L. A bit of a bump and run. Will he get away with that one? K-Dot flashed the lights. He's obviously not happy with that one. So the question is going to be, is he going to get away with that, or will the stewards pull him up for that? K-Dot obviously not happy with being pushed out of the way there into, what was that? That was turn 5. So not particularly thrilled with the way that the previous round winner is making that overtake. But here we go. So that is Slippy on the back of Street Style as well. So Slippy, who was in 8th, running on his own, these little battles have drawn him into this fight as well. So as I said, just getting slightly held up around here will cost you time and will mean that the cars behind can pull themselves, into this. So we're entering the halfway point now. We're about to cross into lap 9 with 8 to go. So we've had 8. We've got 8 laps left. Still no sign of pitting from these guys out the front and these soft tyre runners. All of our hard tyre runners have pitted and are now on the soft tyres. So where are they going to come out? Here we go. K-Dot, Justin L, side by side again. There's a bit of side by side contact there. Brakes glowing into turn 1. Justin L holds the position. I think there was a bit of side by side contact there. And now Street Styling is going to have a look at K-Dot. Oh, can't quite pull it off. K-Dot just covers him there. That makes Street Styling vulnerable to the Supra of Slippy behind him. And then you can see that beautiful Aston Martin, which we will have a look at in a minute. The beautiful Aston Martin of RBS GT7 there. Also another unique car, much like the Ford GT. Another car I don't think we see any other people using in this league. So it's a lovely variety of cars. We did speak about this last week in pre-season, but I will make note of it now, especially now we've got into the actual season. You know, everyone had a chance to change cars last minute, and a few people did, but for the most part we have a lovely variety of cars. It's no doubt the Porsche is the most popular car throughout the grid, but it is good to see quite a large variety of cars. And Justin L has got past Pup, so that is Justin L back up into 4th. Looking on Jay Wallbutton, who doesn't get a great exit, so Justin L's going to try and take advantage of this. They're going to go side by side, so I think the draft preference is going to go to Wallbutton, and Pup's probably going to try and help Wallbutton here, which means that Justin L is going to be stuck high. They've made a bit of side-by-side contact. Justin L's stuck high, and he's going to have to slot in behind Pup yet again. So all that work to get past Pup and then back up to the back of Wallbutton is undone when you get into the draft. So it's a highly competitive field, and one small mistake can cost you, as we are seeing here. One small mistake, getting stuck outside on the high line, will cost you. There's quite a lot that's going to cost you, and that is Slippy up the inside of Street Stylin, and that is a change of position. So Slippy up the inside of Street Stylin into 7th. That is 5 places gained from the start of this one. So great for him. We're going to check in with our guys who've already pitted, our soft tyre runners. Let's have a look down the back. So BBL Flash started on the softs. I don't think he's pitted yet. He has not, but BBL Cyclone has also not pitted yet. He started on the softs as well. Jay Green, the first of our stoppers, now on the soft tyres. Smashing Apex behind him, and OGR Toolshed behind him. So, setting purple sectors, Jay Green with the fastest lap of the race. So he's got some pace in that car in the CP Motorsports Ford GT. So definitely plenty of pace there. He's just got to make the most of it while he's got this clean air. Obviously, no one to draft with him, whereas you can see that front pack that are just coming through the bus stop now have got a whole gaggle. There's 8 of them there trying to work together in that draft in their various little packs. So, extremely close, this one. And it's going to be tight when these guys come into pit, I would think, with about 3 laps to go. As we said, without fuel saving, you get about 13 laps on soft tyres. So probably about 13 laps of fuel on a set of hard tyres with fuel saving. But here we go, our leaders. No one coming in just yet. This is going to be an extremely close one to watch. It's a great race. I'm really enjoying this, and I hope you are too. It's very quiet without Chris alongside me. I hope he comes back next week. That was a little bit loose there from Street Stylin. He's under pressure now from RBS GT7. We're going to have a look at this. Slippy's fallen down to 9th. So this battle pack is getting very racy with the addition of that Aston Martin from RBS GT7. The 666 Racing Aston Martin looks very lovely. You may have seen that on our Facebook page earlier in the week. We've been showing off a few of the liveries of the guys that are getting ready to race in this one, and it is it's great to see them all getting involved in various teams. Obviously, no official teams championship this season, but season 2 we will be looking to include a team championship. So a lot of drivers getting involved with teams now, proving what they can do. So when it comes time for that team championship, they have themselves locked up and ready to go with a team. RBS GT7 right on the back of Street Style now. Is he going to have a look into the bus stop? I think he might just sit behind on this one, try and stay in the draft, save a bit of fuel. He is Slippy falling off the back of this one now, so possibly an issue for him as well. Maybe a little bit of contact meant that a little bit of damage, or maybe he's just not able to keep up and has therefore fallen out of the draft, which, as we said, is so powerful, especially in these banked corners. So, our leaders, will they come in yet? I don't believe so. They will stay out for one more, or they're just going to keep going. So here we go. Justin L looking to make a move past Pup. K-Dot in behind him. Here we go. Brakes glowing into turn 1. K-Dot, Justin L. Oh, and they've made contact, and Justin L is around. So that is Justin L facing the wrong way. Contact with K-Dot. And that means that Justin L falls down the order. So not great. Not great for our... Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh there. Not great for our preseason standout. Contact there. We'll get a replay of that. But what should have been, I reckon, avoidable contact there from K-Dot. Trying to look down the inside. Justin L just went a little bit too deep. Tried to come back into the corner and just got caught up with K-Dot there. So not fantastic for Justin L. He now finds himself in 11th, yet to stop. So the second last of our stoppers. So we'll have to see what happens now. Will he just come in, get onto those hard tyres, or will he try and stay up as long as he possibly can on the softs? It's going to be a close one now. Disappointing for him. Had a lot of speed, was up fighting for those podium places, and is extremely competitive, this field, and just a small mistake and a small bit of contact between admins. Battle of the admins, we'll call that one. But we'll have to see what comes of that when they take it to the stewards after the race. It has been noted by the stewards We will let you know it has been both of those incidents, the earlier contacts with Justin L and K-Dot, and now this one. So those two finding each other a couple times in this race, and someone else who keeps finding himself on the back of, or keeps finding themselves together, I should say, Jay Walbutton and Pup. They keep sort of opening the gap back out, closing the gap back in, opening the gap back out, and each time Pup just closes up, he just sort of seems to fall off again. So maybe that Corvette not as good in dirty air as he would like, but he is closing the gap. So Jay Green still with the fastest lap of the race. These guys now lapping in the 45s, 46s. So definitely could be a lot more pace in this car than definitely should be a lot more pace in this car than what there needs to be. But Jay Green obviously, you know, pitted early on fresher softs, not super, probably only a few laps difference, but definitely fresh enough that, you know, he's got the pace advantage of at least a second a lap over these guys, I would like to think. So everyone's sort of spread out a little bit now. Justin L obviously still down in 11th. So disappointing. What could have been for him in this one. And I'm sure, you know, there'll be many discussions after the race about what happened with that one. And then here we go. This is the man of the moment, Jay Green. Because everyone's just going through the bus stop now. He is also coming onto that back straight. So he's not that far behind everybody, actually, when you really look at it. So you would think that, oh, we've got a car round in the bus stop that is BBL Cyclone. He's going to ghost for Justin L, which is good for, for Jay Green, which is good for him. BBL Cyclone spins in the bus stop, so we'll find out how that happened. It looks like he was on his own, so probably just something he did all by himself there. So not good. But we will get a replay of that one for you. So RBS GT7 is in, Street Style is in. So two cars, the first two to blink in terms of fuel and getting off these soft tyres, and BBL Cyclone also in now after that spin. So here we go. RBS GT7, Street Style, hard tyres going on for them. Fuel going in for Street Style, and you don't need lots, just 25% of fuel. Same for RBS, and he's going to get out. They're going to come out. Oh, there is Smashing Apex. So here we go. Smashing Apex comes out in front of RBS GT7 behind Street Style, and there is Jay Green up ahead that you can see. So that's where our, I believe it was 6th and 7th place drivers have come out. So it's going to be close. It's going to be close on pit exit here for Jay Green when our leaders come in. There is a yellow flag. Unable to find out what that is for. There was yellow shown, possibly a car going slowly, but they've disappeared now. So here are our leaders. They're going to have to come in this lap, I think. I think they would be pretty much all out of fuel by now, even if you are the world's best fuel saver. So they're going to come in to the pits right now, hopefully. Let's see. Hamza, does he peel off? No, he's going to go again. Jokin is also going to go, and they're going to try and get away with 15 laps on fuel here. So Pup and K-Dot are in. K-Dot with 0% fuel left. Slippy with 0% fuel left. They're all pushing it as long as they can on this fuel, and it's probably going to work wonders for Justin L, actually. Walbutton stays out. BBL Flush stays out. Justin L stays out. So Pup, K-Dot, and Slippy are in. Where will they come out in terms of Jay Green, who is going through turn 1 now? So he's going to jump all these guys. So it's going to be a massive, massive gain for him as Pup is waiting on fuel now. And he is out. Where is he going to come out in terms of Apex and Street Style? And here we go. There they are. So he comes out ahead of Street Style and Apex and RBS. Slippy falls in behind these guys. So a little bit of a loss there for RBS, I would think. Maybe a bit of a bit of a mistake on the outlap. But K-Dot and Pup, and then Green up ahead. So Green has now jumped. That was 4th place and 5th place. Where will he come out in relation to? It was 3rd place and 4th place, actually. And here we go. So he's got to come in this lap. He has to stop this lap. If he doesn't stop this lap, he is disqualified. So it's going to be a white flag stop. He's going to have one lap if he comes out behind. Where will he come out, though? That is the question we are asking ourselves. And it's so Jay Green, 6th. He is the first of the cars that have stopped. Obviously stopped very early on those soft tyres. This is a strategy race. Here we go. So they're going to peel into the pits. So Hamza is in. Jokin will go in. Walbutton will go in. BVL Flash will go in when he gets there. And Justin L will go in when he gets there. Here is Jay Green coming around the final bank turn. Coming around turn 12 down towards the tip of the, or I think it's technically turn 1. So Hamza, tyres are, he's not even at his booth yet. He's not there, and just Jay Green is now entering turn 1. You can see him on your mini map. Tyres are changed for Hamza. Fuel is going in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Here's Jay Green. Here's Hamza. They're going to be side by side, and Jay Green's got him. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful strategy call. We knew it was going to be close. I didn't think it was going to be that close. So Jay Green on older softs, Hamza on brand new hard tyres. What can he do? Can he have pace over these hard soft tyres? I wouldn't think so. The tyre wear around here is quite good if you can manage it, and the difference between these hard and soft tyres, I think it's going to be Green. Unless he makes a mistake from here, he has got it lined up. He went down to 8th early. He knew those hard tyres were going to be slower than the soft tyres around him. He pitted early, I think about lap 4. Got himself out in clean air. Wasn't in the draft, but it didn't matter because he had the pace advantage of fresher softs. And now it's paid dividends. He is leading this race, and he is going mistake-free. If he goes mistake for the rest of this lap, he is going to take out race 1 of the championship and start his campaign off with a bang. The CP Motorsports Ford Mustang. He's driven brilliantly today. He got a 1-second penalty for track limits earlier, but he didn't let it phase him. He pitted, he kept his head calm, and he knew the job he had to do. Jay Green is going to be your round 1 winner for the Adrenaline GT GT3 Championship. Hamza in 2nd. Jay Walbutton, it's going to be side by side with Jokin, and Walbutton's got him. Pup is going to come home for 5th. K.6 with the incident with Justin L pending. Slippy 7th. 8th. JBS 9th. Justin L holds on from BVL Flash. Another close finish. Couple photo finishes there. And Wrestler comes home in 12th. I just want to touch on that Walbutton. The Walbutton finish was quite close as well. Smashing Apex. Difficult day for him, obviously having to pit early and go onto the hard tyres. So I was on the back foot for the most of that race. BVL Cyclone is going to cross the line in 15th place. Disappointing run for him today. What could have been with a spin at the bus stop just cost him. And El Samwith, fairly quiet race for him today. Will come home in 16th. But what a drive, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. What a finish from Walbutton and Jokin there. Absolute photo finish across the line. We'll insert a photo of that now, and a nice slide across the line there from Samwith to go backwards. So those are we'll put your results on the screen now. That is the race. So Jay Green takes that one out with a wonderful strategy. Absolutely brilliant in the Ford GT. Brilliant for CP Motorsports and for Jay Green. They'll be really happy with that one, I'm sure. Ibn Hamza comes home in 2nd. Jay Walbutton 3rd. It was really close. Look at that gap. 3 thousandths of a second between Jokin and Walbutton. So extremely close. Pup comes home in 5th. K-Dot in 6th. He will get... we've just got word from the stewards. He will receive a 5-second time penalty for the contact with car 44, avoidable contact with car 44. So that will drop him down the order a bit. We'll confirm that for you in a minute. Street Styling comes home 7th. Slippy comes home 8th. RBS GT7 comes home 9th. Justin L comes home 10th, but cops a 10-second penalty for a contact with car 44 early in the race as well. So both cars copping time penalties. That will drop Justin L down to 11th place, actually. Only cost him 1 position. in the overall lobby A results, and K-Dot, it will only cost him down to 10th place. Well, 9th place, actually, I should say. Maybe 8th, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to do my maths in my head as I go. But yes, so time penalties for both of those guys after the contact the stewards have handed out. So battle of the admins there. Obviously didn't go the way of Justin L today, but I'm sure he'll bounce back next week. BVL Flash in 11th, Wrestler 12th, OGR Toolshed in 13th, Smashing Apex finishes 14th, BVL Cyclone in 15th, and El Sam with a quiet race in 16th. So that'll do it for today. Usually around this time, Chris and I would have discussions about our driver of the day. But I think this one is, obviously it's just me this week, but I think this one is fairly obvious. We've got to give it to Jay Green. Pitted early. Beautiful strategy. Couldn't have been any better if he tried. Absolutely beautiful. Flawless race. Obviously that 1 second time penalty early on, but you know, still ran a brilliant race. Absolutely wonderful. It's great to see. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to this round one. Make sure if you haven't already, go and check out lobbies B and C. Plenty of action in those as well. We'll see you next week for round 2 at Fuji. We've got 18 laps and a mandatory soft tyre next week as well. So going to be quite an exciting race. We hope to see you there. Thanks so much for tuning in. I've been Isaac. We'll see you next week. On behalf of all the Adrenaline GT team, thank you very much.